Hi, this is Ben Jacobson. This is my video journal for session 3, identifying the specific tasks of leaders. Leaders are here to equip and prepare in many capacities, whether that's in our homes, at work, at church. Leading is not only associated with people in powerful positions, but in um, humble positions as well. But leaders will face many decision-making tasks, and they are charged with preparing those that are following them um, to be successful, and really being dedicated to their success is, I'd say, a specific task of leadership, and summarize why training is important. Training would also fall under um, that role of leadership. A leader does not necessarily have to have all the answers, but needs to be committed to finding, and that's another part of the lifelong learning process that a leader um, should have. They should be dedicated to lifelong learning because um, that humility and knowing that they do not have all the answers all the time is important, and the people that follow them will see that and hopefully respect that. But returning to why training is important. Training is important in many capacities to be prepared, um, shows dedication, and as Christians, training from a discipleship perspective, the Great Commission is essentially training. We're also charged to be equipped to respond uh, in a certain way, in a God honoring fashion to questions about our faith, the reason for our hope, things of that nature. Training at work is important for many reasons. That has a biblical worldview. Colossians 3:23 um, tells us to work as if we're working for the Lord, and if we are to be doing that, training needs to be a part of that, because to do our best at work, to come home safe to our families, we need to train. We need to uh, train to do our jobs the best way that we can for our employer who pays us, and for our families who depend on us, and for ourselves also. And we want to feel good about the work we're doing, the job we're doing, that we're doing with dignity and integrity. So training involves many of those things, and training from being in the military, training is everything. We train to prepare for the worst. We train. We hope we don't have to use that training in a real life circumstance, but the training needs to be there. If from a military perspective, if training was not at the core of military education, when the real thing happens, we wouldn't be ready. So training is absolutely critical to to us as Christians, to to us as employees, as uh, husbands, wives, fathers, mothers, teachers, students. Training is just an integral part of how we need to live our lives. Thank you.